Hi, it's Kate. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be playing with mixed media. I will make really crazy background. Usually when I start to playing, I absolutely don't know what kind of background I want to make. I just choose stamps and then I see how my imagination goes. So, the first step is to stamp focal point. I'm using Snarky Cat Halloween and Crazy Bird stamp set or stamps from stamp sets. And I'm stamping them with VersaFine Onyx Black and heat embossing with clear embossing ink. I will be doing watercoloring with distress markers, and it's always for me better to have really sharp lines and heat embossing over black stamp image. It's great. Here is my very easy coloring. I'm using distress markers, different shades of brown, one red and fossilized amber, one yellowish color, and later on I will add another yellow, I think Twisted Citron. It's just basic coloring, but because I heat embossed my lines, my stamped image, it's very crispy even when I'm applying quite a lot of color. Later I will fussy cut these images and they will wait for final step, final assembling of card. But I wanted to make them as the first step. There are, I think, for Crazy Birds, there are matching dies. I'm not sure if they are in sale yet, because as you know, Sizik is making time to time matching dies, but when they are sold out, they are out. No more possibilities to buy them. So here I'm coloring the Snarky Cat. I know it's Halloween image, but I think it's great. Out the camera, I stamped image with the sentiment "It's behind me, isn't it?" and that will be my sentiment. So it will be seen how bird is chasing cat and cat is running, and you will see that my background will be quite crazy, but I wanted the crazy background to have it something like in hurry, somebody in hurry is, and I will be doing slimline card. So for my background, I'm stamping this Renaissance stamp, and I will be heat emboss the image with wow embossing powder. I'm using different shades. The first will be this yellowish white. It's by Alexandra Renke, designer. And the second one will be blue. And from this prepared panel, I will cut stripes, which I will glue onto my base. It's just easy. Heat embossing. Here you can see me applying blue and white powder, and again I will heat set it. I'm not using any anti-static powder because bow embossing powders are anti-static, and I will be cutting stripes from this stamped image, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Here I speed up process 4 times because it was quite long gluing. I'm using Distress Collage Medium, and I took also one paper from paper pad. I think it's Departed. It's called Departed. It's by Tim Holtz, and I'm gluing my background. It looks great, like just as it is, but I will be doing more and more layers to have it a bit of crazy because I like it. You don't have to make tons of steps like I'm doing. Just make a background which you like. Mixed media, it's for me about relaxing with stamps, with dies, with gluing, with coloring. It's about sitting and let the fantasy flows. So this gluing process, it's kind of relaxed, and these days we absolutely need to relax because what's happening, it's quite crazy here in Czech Republic in January 2021 2021. We have almost everything closed. My 12-year-old son is homeschooling, not homeschooling, it has got distance school from home. My husband is managing his big bank project from home. Nobody is in the office if it's possible. And it's crazy. I have to upload my video in the night because internet is so busy during day. Here is my next layer. I am applying paste for the thin stencil, and I am using another Alexander embossing powder. It will stick on the paste and I will heat set it. It's making really funny bubbles when you heat setting embossing powder over this paste. Next step, I'm using 3 shades of distress oxide and I'm coloring my panel. As you can see, I cut a little bit of the panel because it wasn't straight, and I'm just applying here and there. I'm not. I don't want to cover everything, but I like it when there are mixture of different distress oxide inks. Honestly, I still didn't buy any distress oxide sprays or just distress sprays. I'm using my stamping pads, but it's okay. Just use what you have by hand. Here I'm making splatters to activate the oxidation effect. I will dry it, but just a little bit. As you know, distress oxide inks are embossable. They are staying wet quite long time. So when I take now embossing powder, another shade of embossing powder, you will see that it will stick at many places. I didn't want to have it all over it, so you will see that I will use a brush to remove the rest. I was surprised how long distress oxide is drying. Even when I used the heat tool just to speed up process of drying, still it was so dry that my embossing powder stick at a lot of places. So I'm removing it with brush. And interesting is that this was really dark red color, but when I heat set it, it turned into a bit not copper but rusty ones because of the colors which were underneath it. I made some. I made some splatters with water, and I applying another embossing powder, and this is my final step. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm working on very heavyweight mixed media paper. Here I just fussy cut with the scissors this lawn, this grass, and those clouds, and I'm gluing them with 3D foam tape. I'm making the final scene, and I will glue this panel to a note card. And this is my card. Really crazy mixed media card, but I relax during making it, and I think it's quite funny scene. Nothing complicated. Use what you have. Makes such a scene. It's making such a scene. It's very easy. And if you like my video, give me a like, subscribe, and have a nice day.